The reason I'm making this video is because every single time I've gone out, people have stopped me in the streets. My friends have texted me the day after like, Sonya, I have been meaning to ask you, how do you do your makeup? Because it looks so flawless. Thank you. I know. But also, I can't text you how I do my makeup. So I'm making this video. It has taken me over 10 years to learn how to properly do my makeup. And as someone that models and has their makeup done often, I often have to tell photographers, don't hire a makeup artist. I'll do it myself because I'll do it better. Not because makeup artists aren't good at their job, but because I know my face better than anyone that has met me for the first time 5 minutes ago would. Let me show you how I do this absolutely flawless makeup. So let's get started. None of these makeup brands are paying me. All of the products in this video genuinely make my skin look more flawless than other products do. I have nothing on my face right now except for a lip stain. Obviously, I don't have an allergic reaction, don't worry. This used to be my face when I used to do my makeup, and let me just tell you, I was not using any skin prep products because back then I used to have a problem with my makeup pilling and like rolling off. We don't have that problem. I'm telling you guys, I have fixed a lot of like my makeup problems. That's why I'm so confident in making this video and excited to share it. And I've tried a lot of other milky toners because I kind of didn't want to give into the hype of this product. And let me just tell you, as somebody that has tried a lot of different milky toners, this is literally the best one, in my opinion, on the market. There's something about it that actually makes your skin glow. Like it leaves a sheen. Not just like a cosmetic sheen, but an actual hydration sheen, if that makes sense. I literally love this. I purchased it with my own money. Like, right? Also, when I'm applying the glazing milk, I like to go underneath my eyes and just kind of hydrate under there because under my eyes is usually where I'm gonna get creasing. The first thing I do is I fill in my eyebrows. This part is pretty easy and straightforward. This is a new product that I'm using, but honestly, I don't think I'm ever gonna use another one. This is the Kosas Brow Pop Nano. Minuscular. Do you guys see how small that is? This will fill in the tiniest little spots and it looks so natural. Yay! After I'm done filling in my eyebrows, I will usually go in and freeze them with the Brow Freeze wax from Anastasia. Something like that. Something my friends were a little bit surprised to hear is the fact that I don't use makeup primer. More often than not, primer for me causes more problems than it solves. I don't really have, I don't need to wear my makeup for 24 hours. However, I do use this. This is the Rem Beauty Highlight Serum. I use this because it makes your skin look gorgeous. I'm sorry. I love the texture of it because it's not sticky and it just makes you look like you're glowing from within. You can also mix that into your foundation, but I just like it like this. I normally use this concealer. This is the Skin Mimetic Concealer from Make Beauty. Let me show you guys what this one looks like because this is the most hydrating concealer that I've ever used. I even recommend this for my mom because I really have a hard time believing that this could crease underneath your eyes because it doesn't crease under mine and every other concealer does. I apply my concealer like this right here because I have a lot of redness. If you don't have redness there, you don't have to do that. Everywhere else that I'm going to be applying the concealer, it's just because I have discoloration there, pimples. The pimples came out because they knew I was recording this video. It's not incredibly high coverage, so if you need a very high coverage concealer, this is not it. But for everyday wear, I think it's perfect. If you want your concealer to look good, you have to use a brush like this, okay? I'm telling you, it makes a world of a difference. This is the It Cosmetics brush. This one I got on Amazon for $7, but I kind of like this one more. It's a little bit fluffier. So let me really get close to you guys to show you my under eyes. Obviously, no filters. I couldn't filter a YouTube video to save my life. Nobody got time for that. You see how it just blends flawlessly and it still looks really dewy on my skin, which I love. Okay, now depending on how bad my under eye circles are, I might sometimes go in and put a couple more dots right here because I have a lot of hollowness underneath my eye. And so I kind of like to, you see, conceal that little crease. But you don't have to do this if you don't have hollow under eyes. You know why I say that? There's this girl I really love watching on TikTok, but I had to stop watching her. Her makeup always looks incredible, but her face shape and just structure of her eyes and everything could not be more different than mine. Every time I follow her makeup tutorials, I look awful. And I don't know, it just makes me sad. I'm like, I can't even watch you anymore. This sucks. That's why I like to say, if your face is different than mine, you don't have to follow the exact things that I do. I do these things because I've learned over time that they correct the things that I don't like about myself. I also like to go in and draw a line on my nose like that. The reason I do this is because I love to contour my nose, and in order to contour my nose, you need the light center and then the darkness on the sides, right? So this is for the lightness. Like that. If you ever see me out in the world, there's an 100% chance that I'm carrying my SONGMONT Your Bag. And I know that with confidence because I've carried it every single day since the day that I got it. It fits my whole life, it has a really cool, edgy vintage look, and it's well constructed enough to not give up on me when I stuff it to max capacity, which is every day. But this month, honey, we shrunk the Your bag. Honey, we baguetted the Your bag. This is the Your baguette bag, and it is the greatest thing about my outfit at all times. This was the only bag that I brought with me on my July travels because its vintage, grungy, and romantic vibe complemented all of my outfits no matter where I was going. It's made from a high quality yet super lightweight vegetable tanned leather that looks textured, natural, and only gets better and more lustrous with age. The base of the bag has a reinforced shape, so although I wouldn't normally treat my bags like this, the Your baguette is an unbothered queen that never sags and goes right back to its normal shape right after. As always, it has gold fade resistant hardware, including 4-foot studs at the bottom of the bag to protect it from gross surfaces, stains, and scratches wherever you place it, which by the way is huge for me because I'm guilty of being rather careless with where I set my bag. Now, the reason I'm able to travel with it and have space for literally everything, including a liter of water, my wallet, a hairbrush, my makeup, my keys, so on and so forth, is because it truly is the Mary Poppins of baguette bags. It has its traditional zippered compartment, a pocket on the inside for, say, a wallet, and a magnetic pocket that I love storing things that are precious, like my passport. Oh, and of course, the easy access magnetic pocket on the outside that makes keeping your phone nearby, but out of your hands, a breeze. There's a cute gold charm holder for the girls that love to accessorize their bags. Me. The longer strap length makes it super comfortable to wear on your shoulder, but of course you can also carry it by hand. And all of this just has me thinking, you know, there are the extravagant and unique cigarette box-shaped bags that wow and woo us into impulse purchases, and then there are the practical, timeless bags that we actually use every day that make our life easier and more chic. And maybe the reason I'm obsessed with SONGMONT's Your bags is because they're both. Next, I'm gonna take the Anastasia Impeccable Setting Spray. I love this stuff. I'm just gonna spray my face with this. I didn't even realize that I was obsessed with this until it dawned on me that every single time I used this was the times that my makeup looked absolutely 100% perfect. I just wanna show you guys a close-up of my under eyes. So no creasing yet. After I do my under eye concealer, I have to act fast and set my under eyes. This is the Huda Booty. That's great. This is known to be one of the best setting powders on the market, and I immediately bought it after I watched a 10-minute long video that was basically telling you that the reason your makeup sucks is because you're using a setting powder without talc. If you want your under eyes to look incredible, you need talc. And he was right. I take a little bit of the powder on a brush, on like a dense little brush like this. And by the way, all of my brushes are from Morphe. And I'll link them below. I'll link everything below so that I'm not having to talk about it every 5 seconds. I pick some up on my brush, shake off the excess, and then I take my brush and I tap underneath my eyes. This is how you make sure that your under eyes don't get creased. Someone else taught me this trick, and ever since I've done it, no creasing. That's it. Just a really light layer. That's all you need at first. My favorite part is foundation. Not because I love foundation, but because I love this foundation. This is the About Face foundation. I don't know if you guys have heard about it, but I feel like this is one of the most underrated foundations. Sometimes I will just apply it straight, but recently what I've been doing is, this is Sun Glow by Say. 1, 2. If I'm showing you, I can't see. I try to mix it like 1-to-1, and honestly, this is way too much product. I mix it all together. That's kind of what it looks like. This brush is actually next level. It's cosmetics, and it's the spatula brush. That's what it looks like. It's super thin. I take some on my brush. I swear you don't even have to blend it in. One swipe and your skin is perfect. Do you guys see how like seamlessly this blends into my skin without me even having to blend it in? I'm not even blending this in with a sponge or anything. I don't have to. There's no streaks. Insane. I'm gonna set my makeup one more time. You see how the foundation looks really makeup-y right now? It doesn't look very natural. This is really gonna help accelerate that and make everything look even more natural. So good. Next, I will usually contour my face. Apply it directly onto my brush. Although my hollows are right here, I'm gonna go above that, like that. You see how easily this blends out? Sometimes what I'll also do is I'll pat it on the back of my hand to disperse the pigments onto my brush, because sometimes, for example, if I do that, it's gonna be stuck on the middle of the brush and I'm gonna screw up my makeup if I just go directly onto my face. So I just kind of tap, tap, tap. I contour my face this way because I have a square face. If you have a round face, you might be contouring your face in different areas. I contour right at the top of my head and like right here. This is something that I've been doing kind of recently, and the reason that I do it is because I feel like my eyes are not incredibly close together, but they're more or less closer together than I would have liked them to be if I could design myself before birth. I feel like this gives you a fox, or what do they call it? Like the cat eye or fox eye look, without actually pulling your face back. You take some contour on a brush, and I'm gonna be drawing like this to lift my eyes, starting at the corner of my eye, almost like if you were starting from your crease. Like that. Right? Let's blend it out. So I'm taking my contour that I use all over my face, and I have 2 brushes. I use the smaller one to apply my contour, and then I use the bigger one to blend it out. I don't know if I just make everything more complicated, but it works for me, okay? Same idea, just tap, 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 blend, blend, blend. And this is how I contour my nose. Your contour might look entirely different because I don't know what your nose looks like. I don't know if you already have a perfect nose and you don't even have to do this. And the higher that you put this line, the more lifted your nose is gonna look. Now we just blend it out. Now what I'm gonna do is take the Huda setting powder, I'm gonna put it on the cap, take a makeup sponge. What I have to do is basically get the sides of the brush to be covered in powder. I'm gonna try to make it as even as possible, and that will lift it. While I have this in my hand, I'm also gonna bake underneath my eyes. This hollowness and my nasolabial folds are 2 things that I try to fix, especially with my setting powder, and that it does a great job of fixing. And this I feel like really highlights your cheekbones without you having to put contour or anything else there. This is from a brand called Fui. These are like little pudding pots. They smell like jelly fruits. Do you guys see that? It looks like sweat. It's like the sheerest blush ever. And it looks so natural and so freaking pretty. It's like barely their color, but it's mostly like the finish that I'm obsessed with. I love that it's highlighting my pimple. Thank you so much. Ugh, my favorite eyeshadow is actually blush and bronzer. That makes it so much easier for me though. This is the MCO Beauty Liquid Blush. I love this one because for some reason this shade is really pretty, especially as an eyeshadow. You have to be really careful because this stuff is pigmented. I don't use an eyeshadow brush. I use what the hell is this? This is a powder contour brush. But as you can see, it's pretty small. Honestly, my hands are tiny, so this is not a good measurement. Put my brush into the blush, and I ever so messily rub this all over my eyelids. You guys, I used to spend so much time trying to learn how to do my eyeshadow. Turns out, all I need to do is like, I love this. For some reason, I love the way that eyeshadow looks, not on my lid, but on my brow bone. Also, usually if you put this on your cheek, the same color, everything looks so harmonious and it looks way more natural. For curling my eyelashes, I curl my eyelashes in 3 different spots. So if you can visualize the root of your eyelash, the middle of it, and the tip, I curl 3 times. I knew I was gonna love this the minute I saw it because mascaras with this kind of wand are always incredible for me. I first apply the mascara at the very top of my eyelashes. I do this so that they don't get weighed down by the mascara and fall back down again. Life hack. Yeah. I am asked constantly about what my lip combo is, and 99% of the time it is this. I was at MAC trying to buy a brown lip liner. They didn't have any, and the makeup artist working there said to use this. This is a brown concealer. It's a 24-hour Studio Fix concealer, NW55. It's an eye detail brush. I pretty much try to get like a small amount of product onto the brush. Oh, if you want your lip liner to stay on much longer than it would otherwise, use your powder puff, go over your lips, trust me. And now I just outline my lips and then kind of blend it out. Do you guys see how smooth that is? Lip liner could never. Ah! Look at that. It's a setting powder, I'm telling you. I'm obsessed. I love my lips this color. Honestly, when my lips don't have this color on them, I don't feel like I look like myself anymore. Now I'm gonna blend out all of the powder on my face. There's really nothing left to do except for highlighter. Who is she? I love her. Highlighter. This is actually not a highlighter. This is the Giorgio Armani, I think liquid eyeshadow. And it's in this like beautiful, beautiful champagne. Oh, it's called the eye tint. You see why I use this as a highlighter? Now that I have this on my finger. Again, I just want to remind you guys, I don't know how to Photoshop or video shop my videos. I just want to emphasize how there's no creasing underneath my eyes. Okay, I'm telling you. And that's the finished result. Yay! I honestly, every single time I do this makeup, I'm like, I love you. And it does take me a long time, but I mean, it's fucking worth it. Literally flawless. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you found this helpful, or if you followed this tutorial and achieved some sort of success, leave me a comment and I would be very happy to know that it worked for you. I'll link everything in the description box below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, love you.